Hi, Justin Thompson here at Smail Honda in Greensburg, PA, here to take you on a ride along on the brand new redesigned 2019 Honda Pilot Elite all-wheel drive. Let's check it out. Now with the Honda Pilot Elite, you're going to have the standard remote start system. You actually have this for the Touring and the EXL model as well. What you're going to do is hit the lock button 2 times, hit the circular button, hold it down for a few seconds for the remote start. You're going to see the lights blink. You can release it at that time. But what else you'll notice is the lights blink 6 more times. That way you know that it definitely remote started. It'll run for about 10 minutes and then shut off automatically. You do have the ability to program it for 20 minutes. But you're able to remote start it 1 more time before you actually manually have to get in and start the vehicle up yourself. That's so that somebody wouldn't remote start your car all day long and run you out of gas. You do have the Smart Pass keyless entry system. So just to show you, as long as you have the key fob on you or in your purse or in your pocket, put your hand through the handle, will unlock the door. Just so you know, all the other doors stay locked unless you program it differently inside of the settings. When you're done, you simply shut the door, hit the black button, and it locks it up and you can walk away. And let's say you just wanted to put the windows down on a nice hot day, it's kind of breezy, you don't want to have the remote start on, but just get some fresh air. You can hit the unlock button twice, the first time, and then second time you hold it down, as long as you want the windows to go down. And the sunroof will open up as well. What's nice about this, I don't know if you notice here that the window actually went all the way down. Some SUVs, the windows don't go down the whole way. I think it's a little bit more comfortable, especially if you're in the back seat and you just want to rest your arm on the window there. You're not gonna have the actual window hurting you there. If you ever want to put them back up, you would think just hitting the lock button is gonna put them up, but it's actually taking the actual key out of the fob and putting it into the lock here, once to the left, 1 more time and hold it, and it's going to put everything up, including the sunroof for you. What's nice about that is if you have your window down, you don't have to get inside of the vehicle and hit access and manually put the window up. It allows you to do this from the outside of the vehicle. So we're going to walk around on the exterior of the Honda Pilot here. The new 2019 design, you're going to see a redesigned front grille here. So you get a nice big chrome piece in the front. Different grille accents. You do have the LED headlamps for the Elite model. You'll see that you have a new wheel design with the 2019s as well. So around the back of the Pilot, you'll see the Elite badging with the all-wheel drive symbol here. You do have the hands-free tailgate, the power tailgate, so you can lift it basically with your foot. So if you have the groceries and the kids running around, as long as you have the key fob on you, you can simply just 1 swift kick there, release it, and it's right in the center of the bumper. And now we'll go ahead and put it up. And then hands-free down too. With the Elite, you are going to have the roof rails just like the 2018s. And the chrome accents all around the vehicle. That's the same as the 2018s. But you do have some upgraded features on the interior of the vehicle, and that's what we're going to go over next. All right, so inside the brand new 2019 Honda Pilot Elite, you're gonna have everything, every feature that Honda has to offer. There have been some upgrades on the interior as far as how the steering wheel looks and the steering wheel controls. If anybody's been in the new design Honda Odyssey, you're gonna see that some of the stuff looks similar. You're going to have obviously your audio controls and Bluetooth connection on here on the left hand side of the steering wheel, but you also have a home button that's going to allow you to change some stuff up here on the dash. For instance, trip computer, all-wheel drive torque, your phone calls, your navigation turn-by-turn directions are going to show up here. Any music that you have playing, any devices that you have hooked up, when you should get your vehicle serviced. And then settings is allowing to arrange applications. You can have stuff show up on here, you can have stuff taken away. So the beauty about Honda, you can actually have it programmed exactly how you want to have it operate. Now also with the Honda Pilot Elite, you're going to have the power outside mirrors. So all you have to do is just hit this button over on the left hand side if you want to bring your mirrors in. That way you don't get them hit whenever you're parking the vehicle on the side of the road maybe. Obviously, you're going to have the power outside mirrors as well. You do have the heated outside mirrors. Anytime you defrost the rear windshield, you're going to take care of the outside mirrors there. A lot of the stuff is going to be similar to 2018. For instance, the backup sensors, you're still going to have that. What's new with the 2019s, you're going to have Honda sensing that's standard in every single trim level, all the way down to the LX to the very top model Elite, which we're in right now. The only thing that changes is you add the blind spot monitoring with the top models. So with Honda sensing that comes standard, you're going to have what's called road departure mitigation, which is going to keep you centered in the lane whenever you're out on the roads. In order to engage that, there's a button here on the left-hand side of the dash, a little bit down below the Econ button. And when I hit that, it brings it on. It's going to show a green light. You're going to want to see that if you want it engaged. And again, that's going to keep you centered in the lane when you're driving on the road. Now, you also have what's called Lane Keep Assist System, which I'm going to demonstrate in a second and show you how to operate that. Now, that really comes into play whenever you're out on the roads at higher speeds, above 45 miles an hour and up to 90 miles an hour. And what it does is it uses the camera and the windshield to map out the lines on the road. If you start to drift, it'll slightly vibrate the wheel and pull you back into the lane. Very subtle movements in the steering. You also have the front collision brake mitigation system. I'm just disengaging it so that you can see that on the dash. If you see the icon on the dash, similar to the icon over here that has the off button, that means the system is disengaged. So the reason why they give you an off button, I'm not sure why, that's a great feature. I don't think you would ever want to have that turned off, but you have the ability to turn some of the Honda sensing packages on, off, actually all of them. And you're able to change sensitivity levels as well through the settings in the touchscreen. And with the collision mitigation braking system, what it's going to allow you to do is if you come up to a traffic light and you have traffic stopped in front of you, vehicles are completely stopped and you're not paying attention, you come up to one and you're about to hit it, under 15 miles an hour, the vehicle is actually going to brake itself automatically. Now there's a radar in front of the grille that actually calculates distance and speed, and that's used for the collision brake mitigation system and also our adaptive cruise control, which I'm going to go over right now. The next two steps in Honda sensing, you hit this main button and two acronyms come up here on the dash, ACC, which is adaptive cruise control, and LKAS, which is lane keep assist system. Adaptive cruise control, all it does is it brakes the vehicle automatically for you and accelerates it automatically. So you don't have to hit the brake and reset the axle. It'll do it all on its own. And again, it uses a radar in front to calculate distance and speed and keeps you a safe distance from the vehicle in front of you. When that vehicle speeds up, then it puts you back up to the speed that you had previously set automatically for you. And of course, if you come upon a vehicle when you're in the adaptive cruise control mode and you get into the fast lane, it'll pop you back up to the speed that you had set. You do have the ability to put on old school cruise control. So if you don't like the adaptive cruise and you want old school cruise, all you have to do, there's a car icon with a couple little dashes underneath here on the directional pad on the right. You just hold that button down for a few seconds and cruise mode selected will come up. And again, that's your old school cruise control. Lane Keep Assist System, this button right here on the right has a steering wheel with the dotted lines. It's going to bring up the dotted lines up here on the dash. Now again, that camera is pointing out in front of the pilot, ready to map out the lines in the road. And again, when we get over 45 miles an hour, the lines turn solid white, the wheel will vibrate slightly and then pull you back into the lane slightly. And also you have the heated steering wheel with the Honda Pilot Elite, and that button's right here on the right hand side. The touchscreen, you are going to have the navigation system that is standard. That's your Garmin-based navigation system. You also have the rear entertainment system in the Honda Pilot Elite, which is going to be up here in the back. One of the new things with the rear entertainment center is you actually have a program that the kids can watch, letting them know when they're going to get to the destination. So I don't know if your kids have ever said, hey, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Well, this is going to allow them to check when they're going to get there themselves, so they don't have to ask you. Also, you have what's new with the 19s is this cabin talk. So if the kids are listening or watching a movie, listening to music, whatnot, and you need to interrupt what they're watching so that you can tell them, hey, we're going to make a pit stop or we're going to get something to eat, you can simply cut out the audio for the entertainment center and actually, right through their headphones, be able to talk to them. You can do it through the speakers of the car or through the headphones, by the way. Also new with the 2019 Honda Pilot, you have the social playlist here, and what that allows, that's a new feature that allows passengers to share music on their devices via Wi-Fi with the vehicle for everyone to listen to. And you have the AT&T hotspot with the Honda Pilot Elite, and that's going to allow you to connect your devices to the internet. And also you have My Honda Music, and what this is going to allow you to do is actually upload some of the music that you like onto My Honda Music, so you don't have to keep plugging in devices. You can actually upload them on this application and just listen to it every time that you get into the car. Some similar things that you're going to have in the Pilot Elite that you had in the 2018s is the front and passenger heated and ventilated seats. Dual zone climate control is of course for the rear controls as well, and you have controls in the back for the occupants in the second row, heated seats in the second row for the Honda Elite, the Pilot Elite, and you have the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto integration here on the touchscreen as well. And you have the push button transmission up here. So park, you have reverse, you just press back on that, neutral of course right here, and then drive, and then the S is a sport mode, which is going to change up the gearing and give it a little peppier feel on the back roads. You also have the paddle shifters here to shift in gear up and down. So we just put it into drive, we see the green light, and then we're ready to go. You do have the auto engine idle stop, the ability to enable and disengage it as well, and that button's right here. That's right in front of the intelligent traction management system, where you can actually switch between normal, snow, mud, and sand. You do have auto lights as well with the Elite, with the headlamps. You have the automatic high beams at night as well, so they'll turn on automatically and shut off automatically. And you have the rain sensing wipers for the Elite as well. HomeLink system, the automatic dimming mirror, and the garage door openers, that's the HomeLink part. Sunroof, and you have the panoramic sunroof, so you're able to open up that back portion and get some sunlight in there for the occupants in the back seats. So while I'm driving, I don't know if you notice right here, there's actually a Porsche that's in my blind spot, so I have the blind spot monitoring, and that's on the outside here and on the right hand side. If anybody is in blind spot and that comes up, if I put my turn signal on, it's also going to beep inside of the cabin. I don't know if you just heard that. But that gives you your second warning, so if you are going to move into the next lane, the pilot's going to let you know that somebody's in your blind spot. Now just driving down the road, you have the leather wrapped steering wheel, the leather seats, everything feels very comfortable. There is a ton of space in the Honda Pilot as well. So if you're looking for a nice family vehicle, this is one of the best that you can find. And as far as the ride, it is a smooth ride. You have the unibody structure with the vehicle. These larger SUVs are not built on a ladder type frame with Honda. In fact, Honda does not have a ladder type frame for any of their vehicles. And for those of you that know, those frames are usually used for larger SUVs and trucks, which give it a more rugged and rough feel. You're not going to find that with the Honda Pilot. Another thing, you have the ability to charge your phone wirelessly right here on this little pad. That's the charging pad. And that's compatible with the Androids and also with the Apples. The only thing with Apple is you got to get an adapter to the Apple phone in order to charge on there. Now the buttons that you have up here, you do have the Honda Link system. You actually click on this button and it's going to contact information services right away for you. I'm going to hang that up. You also have the ability to call emergency services as well, and that's that button there. They have the little cover on it so you don't accidentally hit that button. So the adaptive cruise control, I'm going to show you. We're going to get behind this Jeep here, and we're above 25 miles an hour, so we can go ahead and set it just like any other cruise. And what it's going to do is it's going to set to whatever speed that you have. I can easily increase 1 mile an hour up by hitting the plus button, or if I hold it down for a few seconds, it'll go up 5 mile an hour increments for me. And it will keep that safe distance between me and the car in front of me. I can change the sensitivity level by tapping the outside button with the car icon with the lines underneath. And I can have that vehicle be further away or closer, again, changing the sensitivity level. For those of you that are new with Adaptive Cruise, I would get in the habit of having it furthest away until you get used to it, and then you can start to trust the system a little bit better. And with the Lane Keep Assist system, you're going to see on the dash you have the 2 dotted lines and they're solid white. That's how you know it's ready to operate. If you start to drift to either right or left, it'll slightly vibrate the wheel and pull you back into the lane. So I don't know if you see lane departure there, and it says it right there on the dash for you. Just real subtle movements in the steering. By the way, you're able to overpower this stuff. If you did move into the lane without the turn signal on, you're just going to feel the wheel vibrate, but you would be able to do that. Anytime you do use the turn signal and you're moving into the lane to the right or left, it does cut out the lane keep assist system for that moment for you to move into the other lane, so you won't feel the vibration. Another small mundane detail that I like, for comfort and convenience, you do have the armrests. A lot of SUVs don't even have an armrest, or they'll have a center console that kind of sits a little lower than you would like. This gives you the ability, and actually you can go all the way down. There's different positions that you can raise it up and it will lock in. So that's nice. You have that for the driver and the passenger. Now you're still going to have the 3.5 liter V6 engine. That's 280 horsepower and a lot of pep and pickup, which I'm going to demonstrate in a minute. I'll just give it a little bit of gas. I'll tell you, it's tough for you to experience that just watching the video, but the power there was incredible. It got me right up to speed within a few seconds. I can feel while I'm driving through turns, the steering wheel kind of stiffens up and keeps you on your intended path. That's that road departure mitigation system working for you. Again, just driving on the highway, stuff that I'm experiencing right now is a quiet cabin. I don't hear a lot of road noise. So with the all-wheel drive system, you're going to be mainly front-wheel drive. And as soon as your wheels start to slip, it'll automatically engage in all-wheel drive for you. So there's no buttons that you have to push, which is really good, because by the time that you needed the all-wheel drive system and you have a push all-wheel drive, it's too late. That's why the computer system is able to do it instantaneously. And by the way, it will divert power where it's needed. So if you need more power to the rear wheels or the front wheels or side to side, it's going to divert it accordingly. Now the warranty on the Pilots, you're going to have the 3-year, 36,000 mile bumper-to-bumper warranty and the 5-year 60 on the powertrain. The bumper-to-bumper is going to take care of all the internal features, basically all the electronics in the vehicle. The power seat, the motor in the sunroof, and the touchscreen itself. And then as far as the powertrain, that's your engine, drivetrain, transmission, and your all-wheel drive system. So again, that's 5 years, 60,000 miles. So a great warranty, and that's the same warranty that you're going to find on most of the other Hondas. So why should you buy from Smail Honda? Well, there's many reasons that I can go over. A few that come to mind are the fact that we're just a very friendly environment to deal with. So the staff is friendly, our service department is great. What's really nice is we take the time to put these videos online for our customers as well. So it really does show that we care, and we want to make sure that you understand how your vehicle operates. Outside of that, just being able to come in and have a really good experience shopping for a car. I mean, shopping for vehicles can be tedious, and it's it's time consuming, and we want to make it as easy as possible for our customers. So we really do take the time and care to know what is important to you, what vehicle is going to operate best for you, and we take our time to figure that out for you. Another thing to keep in mind is we have 10 different franchises here at Smail Auto and 2 used car lots. So the chances of you finding exactly what you want are going to be very good whenever you shop with us. Talk about the one-stop shop. I mean, you can really take your time taking a look at a few different franchises, and most likely everything that you have on your list to look at, we're most likely going to have. So again, we can take our time and figure out what's the best vehicle for you. So we're about to make a turn here. I just wanted to demonstrate the turning radius on the Honda Pilots. And I didn't go anywhere near the white line on the right-hand side of the road here. The turning radius is terrific. You're not going to be disappointed at all. What's nice about the power steering with the Honda Pilot, or actually all the Hondas for that matter, is that at slow speeds, it's really going to allow you to maneuver really well. And at higher speeds, the steering stiffens up, so it's a safe vehicle to drive. Another thing to mention is the connectivity, the feeling that even the occupants in the back seat have control over some options as far as how to set their temperature in the back, connectivity with devices, headsets for the entertainment center, and the heated seats in the back as well. So I'm going to demonstrate the backup camera, a few different things. First, I want to demonstrate the sensors that you have in the back and the display on the screen here, and then I'm going to have I'm going to back into a parking spot as well. So I just put the vehicle in reverse here, and you're going to see the grid show up here on the touchscreen. You have the ability to have the looks like the bird's eye view of the Pilot. I can have that taken away or brought up. That just indicates if a vehicle's coming from behind here. And I'm actually able to back up right toward a vehicle, and you're gonna see the yellow lines here, and they change color as you get closer, and the beeping becomes shorter as well, or more frequently, I should say. And now I'm gonna park the vehicle into a spot. I'm gonna back in. I do wanna show you that the dynamic guidelines do change color to give you a projected angle into a parking spot. So if I wanna make a park right there, kind of turn the wheel, give my projected guideline there, I'm gonna enter the parking spot. And that's a wide angle view, by the way, the first view. So that's the best way to see traffic coming from either side. More of a straight on view is gonna give you a little closer view. Kind of line this up here. And then you have a straight down view. You can back right up against the curb without hitting it. And have that perfect park every time. That dotted line is still about 2.5 feet away from whatever you're backing up to, a curb or even a vehicle. And that's the ride along in the brand new redesigned 2019 Honda Pilot Elite all-wheel drive. If you'd like to come in and take one for a drive or even purchase it, come in here in Greensburg, PA, ask for me, Justin Thompson, or visit us online at smailhonda.com. Thanks for watching.